Okay, I am back and I have cut all the pieces out. This is the bill of the hat. Now, if you notice, the front part is rounded and the back has the half of the hexagon shape to it. So we've got the base right here that's going to be sitting up on it. Actually, it's going to be sitting like this. So it's going to be going something like this once it's put together. So I cut everything out of the foam board, all the pieces. You should have a total of 6 of these if you're doing the foam board. She has 2 different templates, one paper and one of the foam board. Right now the one we're doing is the foam board. Okay, what we're going to be doing, and it's hard to see, but there's a solid black line. That is a line that she put there because we're going to be scoring it gently, which I have done right here. And now it's going to get the top part, we're going to be hot gluing it like this. And because we scored it, now we got the top of the part starting to come together. Okay, so we've got the solid black line, which is right here. And we scored it, lightly scored it, and we're going to be hot gluing. We're going to start hot gluing each of these around the sides of the base of the hat, okay? And as we do that, we're going to score this one, and when we score it, it's going to be like this. Here, maybe I should go this way with it. Okay. So you can see it start coming together. I got this here, and we got this right here. And once I score it, it's going to now start foaming the top of the hat on its own. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and we're going to score one right now while I'm on camera with you guys. Let's see. Oh, my printer was giving me a little bit of difficulty earlier, but I'm so glad I got that worked out because this is fun. Doing templates is a lot of fun. I think I'm liking it better than the traditional basketing. I think maybe I'm just burnt out from the traditional basketing. You just kind of feel like you're going through the motions with it, and I don't like the feeling of that. So I'm just going to be gently scoring it. And if you got a sharp blade, take it easy because, these will go right through them. So I scored it, and it should just snap just like that, okay? Now what we're going to do, see how this is starting to build the sides of the hat? And we're gonna glue this over here, the top of the hat. Oh my goodness. Okay, there we go. Come on in. And so this is building both the side and the top of the hat at the same time. Once I get it together, you'll be able to see it a lot better, and it should make more sense. But I think it's looking great so far. She does the best templates. Her templates are so easy to put together. I am going to leave the link down in the comments. I'll be pinning her link to her hip store, and if you wanted to find out any other treasures she's got on there that you'd be interested in, her whole store will be on there as well. So I'll be back shortly. Okay, I am back, and I have the rest of these scored, and I'm going to be setting them aside. Right now my hot glue gun is warming up, so I'm going to let it do that. And what we'll do is we're going to start building the side and the top at the same time. All right, so the hot glue gun is ready, and I'm just going to glue the edge ever so slightly, and I don't gotta goop it all up. Okay. Man, I've had a day today, you guys. Oh, I've had a day today. Okay. So I want to let this dry before I move on to the next piece, because like I said, I was having one of those days. Okay. And I think what I'm going to do real quick is I'm going to grab my Lazy Susan, which I have out right now. Handy and a dandy. And put this stuff back. All right. And now I can just turn it as, needed. And I'm going to try and align the sides, because there's no such thing as a perfect cut. So I'm just going to try and line up sides that they're going to fit well, as best as can be. I got a new phone thing, and I got a new phone holder, and I don't know if I'm liking it or not. Okay, there we go. This phone's pretty heavy too. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to glue this side like how I'm doing right here. And I'm going to go ahead and line it up, and I'm going to press it in. Okay. All right, that's a good one. While trying not to glue it to this bottom part of the foam board. Okay, now I got a next piece that we're gonna do. And I'm not worried about these tops so much yet right now. Okay, this goes good. I'm gonna go ahead and glue this. Isn't this cute? And you can start to see the top of the hat coming together. Baseball hat, top hat. Baseball hat is what this is that we're making. Okay. All right. Okay. Okay. And so you can start to see the hat take form, take shape. We've got 3 done, and it's looking really, really cool. I was going to say if we wanted to, I'll get to that in a minute, because I was wondering how we would put gifts inside it if we're going to be gluing everything together. And I thought we could either do put them on the top of the bill and go ahead and secure the top, or we can do something different with the top. So let's get this lined up, and let's get that lined up like so. Press it in, let it do its magic. Got a little bit too much glue on there. Okay, and we only have what is it? Ooh, I thought I had all 6 of these done. All right, I'm gonna have to make up another one. No, not a problem. Unless we can make that the back part, which I don't think it is. I think it's definitely meant to be 6. So I'm just shocked by that. I thought I had 6. Okay, so if I were to do anything different on this, I would make sure all 6 of them are cut out first. And you want to make sure they're scored too before you glue. Okay. All right. So this is going to be the base. It's also the bill of the hat. And okay, I see. I forgot to glue this on the foam board. So I forgot to stick this on the foam board. I found the 6-piece. All right. Okay, so you can see how the hat is taking shape here. What's going on with this? Okay. What we're going to do is we're going to be taking, this is the base, and see how it's got that octagon type shape to it? And we're going to like try and line that up like that, and then we'll be gluing that on the bottom, and then here's where the front would be. What's going on here? So you can see it's starting to come together. I think it's super cute. I think it's looking like a female's hat with all the bling. We do have a lot of female sports enthusiasts. So when I get back, we're going to see the completion of this, and then we'll be attaching the base to the bill. Okay, so I did get that other piece glued on and scored it. As we're getting more of these done, you know, it gets to be tight fitting with the fingers, so I just want to let you guys know that. You know, but otherwise, I mean, it just goes together just so nice. And it's a really fun project. You know, I'm really loving doing templates. And I'm just going, you can either go clockwise or counterclockwise and start seaming them into each other, like how I'm doing right now. So I'm just barely gluing the top part in. But I want to make sure I can, you know, that's going to fit for me. Oh, what a day I'm having, you guys. The weather has been crazy, crazy, crazy here. It needs to rain. I'm not feeling too good. But I figured, you know, that this is a, you know, I've been wanting to do this for a while. And shout out to Petunia Pickle Bomb, girl. I love your template. And so I'm just going to hold this for a few together until it stays. You know, with this, you got to be good with your glue gun. It doesn't take a lot of glue. In fact, you don't want a lot of glue when it comes to this. But we're just trying to get this into its shape. So you've seen me do, we've done the Sour Patch Monster Truck template. We did the locker, the Pokemon Dragon locker template. We did the lipstick box template. And now this is the hat box template that we're doing. And, you know, her templates go together smooth. You know, it's a good smooth process. This lady puts a lot of hard work in her stuff. I want to let you guys know that. You know, don't think that you're just going to, you know, whip zippy things up, because this woman, she actually takes the time and she tests her templates before she puts them together, make sure that they go together right. She does all of that. And sizing can, you know, can be a bear to deal with when you're doing these. And, you know, she'll stay up all night putting a template together. And, you know, another night. So she'll stay up a whole night designing, and then she'll stay up another night putting it together just to make sure it goes together right before she sells it to people. And I think that's, you know, outstanding of her to do that, because a lot of people don't. And it's important that, you know, she wants you to enjoy your projects, and you know, she wants you to have a good outcome with them. And, you know, so she puts the time in to see to that does happen. Okay, so I just kind of want to get this in a better way here. So for this, I was going to say what you could do, and I don't want to get too far ahead of myself. Let me get this glued together first before I go any further with how we're going to put gifts in it. This side I want to get done. Oh gosh, this glue gun. All right. I have a handheld glue gun, a cordless freaking glue gun, and I still managed to get glue everywhere. Okay. And the best thing you can do is just don't rub it, let it dry. And then once it dry, it just comes right off. All the spiders and everything does. But what you don't want to do is you don't want to rub it immediately, because if you do, it's going to smudge, and you don't want that. Okay. Over here, and I'm just going to get this part together a little bit more. Alright, like this. Okay, so you can see how that's coming together so nicely. It's a LA Lakers hat, and you know, it's looking with all the bling and stuff like a female's hat, which I think is really cool, because we do have female sports fans. And I don't have the graphics for these. But in the template, it's editable, so you can put whatever graphics you want in there. You know, if you like Snoopy, you could put Snoopy. If you like Bluey, you could do Bluey. If you like a a company name, or if you have a company name, you know, you could do that with the drag and drop editable templates. But this is something that you know, that I came up with for the graphics, and I thought they came out pretty cool. All right, so we're gonna, whoop, gosh, this glue, it usually dries fast, guys. I don't know what is going on, but it usually dries fast. And if you get seams that aren't coming together perfectly, if you take bling wrap with a coinciding color and you could just stripe on down, it'll only make it look fancier and bring more dimension and depth to the project. So you can keep that in mind. Oh, come on, dry. Because I wanted to show the next part of this. And okay, so this is just the shape of a box. Right now it's not designed to necessarily put stuff on the inside. So what we're going to do is we're going to find the hexagon on the back, the half hexagon, which we have. right here. So we've got 1, 2, 3, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna get it to match, kind of line it up as best as we can, kind of like this, okay? And then what you can do is you can stack perfume up here on the front where the bill is. You could do a perfume and a flower right up here in the front. And that's how I would suggest, you know, suggest using that as the gift box part. So what we're gonna do next, because I've found one that's gonna line up pretty good with this back part, like this. All these spiders. Okay, and what I'm going to do is we're going to be hot gluing this down to the bottom part. Okay. Yeah, and all the way up and into the front. Okay. So I'm just going to really like work the middle of this. Wouldn't you know it, I ran out of glue. All right, I don't want to go too much around the sides because this is going to hang over the sides just a little bit. And so, you know, but I am going to put enough on here because I want this to stick and stay. I do not want this coming up at all. You know, when we're out there, we have enough elements that we're dealing with alone already as it is. Okay, and now I'm just going to be pressing gently. And I was going to say, like, maybe, you know, maybe some, this is just basically for the novelty of the gift, right? So what that means is, you know, the gift box is a part of a gift in itself, is a part of the decorating and what we're going to be stacking around it. Okay, let me get this part in here. Okay. All right. You know, and you don't need a whole lot of items. You know, you could do, you know, a bath bomb, and you could do a foot scrub to go with it. So we got the Love Struck bath bombs and the foot scrub right there. You know, we don't need a whole lot to go with that. If you want, you can even, everything is just so freaking uneven. It's really making me mad. So I'd go something like that, and then you can take the bath bombs out of the package. Everything's just not wanting to cooperate today. Okay, so, you know, you could put the bath bomb next to it, and then you could also put, you could take a purple flower, you know, and you could cinch it on in up here at the top of the hat, you know, or you can come over here off to the side. But yeah, I would do, you know, the top of the hat would work nicely, or, you know, something right here even you could put. And that's just an idea of how, you know, you could use this as a, you know, as a gift box where you're actually presenting gifts on it. So this is it. This is our LA Laker baseball hat, and the template the template design is by Petunia Picklebomb. And I thought she did just a phenomenal job with it. I thought it was just so darling and so cute. And her designs are designed to be put together easily, you know. So I'm trying to show off, like, wow, I just can't get. 1 second, guys. I'm going to try something else. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. I put it on the cake plate so you guys can see it a lot better. But it is just super cute, super darling. Here's what the top looks like. And it came out just so wonderfully. Super, super beautiful. So, with that being said, this is Shannon with Cinderella's Mice signing off. You guys have a wonderful day, and thank you again.